So I wasn't going to make this video. It's quite impromptu. I haven't really thought about what I'm going to say or what I'm going to show yet, but an opportunity has arisen that will allow me to demonstrate what happens just with reaction videos and copyright and how we get notified and what the process is. So I know people have asked me before in the comments. They ask me often why I have to keep stopping the video, why I can't just let it play through in one go and then talk about it at the end. So hopefully this will maybe explain some of that. Okay, here we go. So hopefully this is now recording my screen so you can tell what I'm looking at. So I've just uploaded this XXX Tentacion video, the Jocelyn Flores reaction, literally about 5 minutes ago. And straight away I get an email saying that there is a copyright claim. So let me just show you what that email looks like. So let me load it here. So this is what that email looks like. So it says, "Hi Therapist Reacts, that's the name of my channel. A copyright owner using Content ID has claimed some material in your video." So Content ID scans all videos that are uploaded looking for material that's within its database. So that's mostly popular songs and films and things like that. And if it makes a match, you get this email. So the video is live. The visibility settings I selected, so it's currently private until I make it go public. But it's now either being monetized by the copyright owner or they have chosen to receive analytics about it. So it's not a strike. Okay, a copyright claim and a copyright strike are two very different things. And it doesn't affect my account status. So here's the video title. And this is the copyright content is the Jocelyn Flores song, obviously, and it's claimed by Empire. Absolutely fair enough. No problem with that whatsoever. So what I can do here is I can go into the video itself and I can see here, monetization, I'm ineligible. So I can't, so even though there's going to be adverts on this video, I can't monetize it. If I go into the monetization page, we can see here, copyright protected content found. The owner allows the content to be used, but you can't monetize your video. See details. So this is the screen that gives you the overview of the content. So as you can see, the video cannot be monetized. The content ID claim on your video doesn't affect your channel, which is cool. So channel not affected. My video is private. That's what I've set it to for now. And a monetization is ineligible. And it tells me here the bit that it's found that matches content ID. So between 250 and 358, I'm not sure if my video will. In fact, I can't play that because if I play this bit in this video, then this video is going to get a copyright claim as well. So I best not do that, thinking about it. I caught myself there. But essentially it's going to play me a minute's worth of track, okay? And this gives me some choices. I have some choices here. I can either trim out the segment, so that will trim out the minute or minute and a half or whatever it is worth of audio. I mean, that's pretty pointless for a reaction video because then you don't get to hear what I've heard. I can replace the song with another one. I mean, that would be really strange if I replace it with a completely different track and then you heard me reacting and saying the words that I'm going to say about this song, but to a different song that you can hear. That'd be really weird. That'd be really confusing. Or I can mute the song. Again, that's not helpful for anyone because then you won't be able to hear it. Or I can dispute it. So all of the XXX Tentacion videos that I have uploaded previously, I've disputed. And they've all come back pretty quickly, actually, saying, no, we do not think this is fair use. So if I go to dispute, I can choose, it gives 3 examples here of reasons that are not valid to dispute a claim. So you can't dispute it if it's one of these 3 things. So just because you own a copy of the song, like you own a CD or you've downloaded it from Spotify, you can't dispute it. The fact that you're not making any money from the video is irrelevant. And even though you give credit to the copyright owner, so in the description I could say, you know, credit and copyright is owned by XSS Tentacion, that is not a reason to dispute. So my dispute isn't based on any of these reasons, but I would still like to dispute the claim. So I go to continue, then I can choose here. So original content, do I believe I own the original content? Well, no, I don't. Do I have a license from Empire? Nope. A copyright exception, such as fair use. Now, I think, in my personal opinion, that what I do, it should be exempt under fair use. And it says here, I have significantly transformed the content claimed in my video. The video is protected by fair use, fair dealing, or similar exceptions to copyright. So have I significantly transformed the content? Now, I believe I have, because the original song is like 2 minutes. My video is over 15 minutes. I don't play the whole song in one go, so someone can't just lift the track. And I talk about it. You know, I break it up, I talk about it, I rewind it, I go through it, I'm analysing it, I'm discussing it, I'm critiquing it, maybe in some places. So I think I have, you know, a decent... I think I have a decent claim for fair use. Okay, it's not for me to decide. It's not for YouTube to decide. It's not really even for Empire to decide. Okay, the only people that can decide on fair use is a court. However, this gives Empire the opportunity to look at it and go, okay, you know what, Stu's made a claim here for fair use, and we agree it probably is. Let's not worry about court. Let's just let him have it. So we got to continue. And it gives you some information here. So fair use, each case is different. There's no magic formula. In general, courts look at the degree to which you've transformed the original content into something new and unique. Well, I think my whole video is completely new and unique to the original XXX Tentacion video. So types of reuse that may be okay. Parodying. I don't know how you say that. I know the word is parody, but I don't know how you say ing on the end, parodying, or commenting on an original work may be protected by an exception to copyright. So I think I am commenting on original work here. Examples include reviewing a song and playing short clips to illustrate your argument. Now I know I'm playing the whole song, but I'm reviewing the song, I'm talking about it. And then there's some common misconceptions here. Okay. So I believe my video is protected under fair use because I'm reviewing the song, I'm critiquing it, I'm analysing it. Continue. So I'm going to say I am doing a reaction. Although sometimes, you know, I think it might be educational because it's not a reaction where I just go, oh my gosh, I'm trying to educate people about psychological processes. So, you know, it could be education. It's the title's called reaction, so I don't want to muddy the waters too much. So I'm just going to go with reaction video. Now, because I've written some of these before, I've got a template. So I'm just going to copy that in and I'll show you what I write. So, and even though I've got a template, I still edit it. This is my breakdown and critical analysis of the song from the perspective of a trauma psychotherapist. I believe my work here is transformative. The original music video is, so I think it's about 2 minutes. Whereas my video is about 15 minutes. Without using actual clips from the original work, the commentary and critique here would lose context and utility. So effectively, without me using the actual song, you've got no idea what I'm reacting to and what I'm talking about. The track is frequently stopped to be commented upon and critiqued and cannot be used as a way to listen to or as a replacement for the original track. And then I normally just write, thank you for consideration of my fair use dispute. In fact, I might add the word review in. Critical analysis, because I do give some suggestion of what I think about the song at the end. So let's put that in. So let's see what happens with this. My video does not infringe anyone's copyright. I understand that the claimant will be able to review my video, so Empire should look at it and read my rationale and then make a decision. And I understand that filing fraudulent disputes may result in termination of my YouTube account. So I will do that. I will put that in. And I shall click submit. So that is now gone. Dispute submitted. Disputes will be sent to the claimant. Now they have 30 days to dispute. In my experience, most people seem to wait to like day 29 before saying yes or no. If it's longer than 30 days, then the claim gets released automatically. So they only have 30 days. So let's see how long this one's going to take. So close that. This now says dispute under review. The money goes to an escrow account. So that means whilst the dispute is going on, any money made by ads goes to a separate account. And then whoever wins the dispute gets to keep that money effectively. If I were a betting man, I think Empire are going to knock me back for this one, like they have with all the others. And I think it's going to happen within the hour. So it's 2:20. Let me come back to you when I have a decision. Right, so I'm back. It's 4:25. I can't remember what time I left this video. I think it was about 2:20. So that's about an hour and 20 minutes or so. And I've just had an email from YouTube, and the email says, let me bring it up for you. Hi, Therapist Reacts. After reviewing your dispute, Empire has decided that their copyright claim is still valid. Why this can happen? The copyright owner might disagree with my dispute. The reason you gave for disputing the claim may have been insufficient or valid. So that's it. That's my claim. If I come back into my YouTube studio and I just refresh this, what I'll see is here. So if I go into monetization, it says monetization, I'm ineligible, but the video is still being monetized. So what that means is Empire effectively get all the money. So video cannot be monetized, ad revenue paid to copyright owner. Now I do have some choices here. I can still trim out the segment, I can still replace the song and still mute it. I've never done any of those options because it'd be a pointless reaction. I can appeal. Now the appeal then gives 7 days for Empire to come back to me. But the consequences of that appeal can be far greater. So what they can do is they can say, okay, we've listened to your appeal, we agree, it is fair use, you may have the ad revenue, which is cool. Or what they can do at that point is say, no, we don't agree, and then you get a copyright strike. And there's a whole host of consequences for getting copyright strikes. Namely, if you get 3 strikes too close together, then you lose your channel. Not only do you lose the YouTube channel, you're actually prevented from ever having another YouTube channel ever again. So I have a therapy YouTube channel, Therapy in Action, which you should check out if you haven't yet. So I would also lose that channel if I was to lose this one. So, you know, I need to protect myself to some extent. I need to protect that channel. And I also genuinely think that my videos are helping people. They're helping people to connect, people who have experienced trauma, people who have mental health problems. And that's what the main goal of both of my channels are. Okay, it's not to generate kind of income. It's not to give me money. I do this in my spare time. I do this in the evenings. It's not like a business for me. So I'm not going to appeal this. I still genuinely think that these type of videos are fair use. I know that might be quite controversial. I hang out enough on the Reddit YouTubers and partnered YouTubers subreddits to know that there's a lot of people out there that thinks if you use any content whatsoever in the way that I am using it, then that is stealing content. So me using XXXTentacion's video is stealing content. I don't quite agree with that. I think if I was just to screen record the video from the original channel and then upload that onto my channel with no changes whatsoever, then that wouldn't be fair use. That would probably be stealing. If I was to have a bit at the beginning where I say, hey, check out this video by XXXTentacion, and then I just show the entire video without me doing anything else, then again, I agree that wouldn't be fair use. But I think that what I'm doing is changing the content enough to be transformative. I know a lot of you are going to disagree with me. That is absolutely fine. That is obviously your right. I don't know. You don't know. Only the courts could decide. I'm not going to go through that process. So it's just left with uncertainty and not knowing. And, you know, I've got to deal with that, which is fine. Oh, something I meant to say is, and what actually led me to make this video as well, is my previous XXXTentacion and my Juice WRLD videos, because they get hit by copyright. And I've had a Ren video hit by copyright at all. But in particular, Juice WRLD and XXXTentacion, for some reason, every now and then, you know, a few days later, a week or 2 weeks later, I'll get a message saying copyright material found, your video is blocked in all countries. And then the video is just blocked and I can't do anything about it. I can't, there's no way you can go. You can't unblock it. And then for some reason, a few days later, it gets unblocked again. And I don't know what's going on there. So one I've noticed that happened to recently is my Juice WRLD Righteous. And that's only because someone messaged me and said they couldn't see it. So I had a quick look. So if we go into the analytics, we can see that if we go into the views, you can see here where there were just no views. You see over this period. And I don't know why that happens. I don't know why every now and then I just get a message saying copyright content found. It's like, well, we know because I've already been told about it and it's already gone through a dispute process and the copyright holder has already claimed all the ad revenue, and then for some reason I'm being told again that there's copyright material on there, and then it gets blocked. But the thing with a worldwide block is no one's benefiting from that at all. I'm not benefiting because no one is seeing my content. No one is perhaps finding information out that they will find helpful. The copyright holder isn't getting anything out of it because, again, no one is seeing that content. So no one is potentially going out and buying an album or more material, but also no one's seeing that content and viewing the ads. So they're not making any content. They're not making any revenue from that video anyway. It's just an odd block to put on. And then it disappears again a few days later of its own accord. So I don't know what's going on there. But that is why sometimes when you come to my channel, and you'll see a video in a playlist or something, and it just says this video is not available in your country. That's why it's not something I've done. So this was just for information purposes, really. This doesn't answer a question, or it's not me. I'm not moaning about this. I understand the process. I understand why these things happen. I just thought I would share it. I thought it'd be interesting. So there we go. Any questions? Leave them down below. Take care.